to the Ladywing Designs channel. My name is Zakia, and this is a crafty channel, mostly about cross stitch, but also about some knitting, although I have none this week, so there's that. Um, but yeah, so today is a Thursday, September, I can't even read the date right here, I'm looking at it, and anyway, it's Thursday, September the 24th, 2020. It's exactly 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, yeah, sorry if you can hear cars and noise and things from outside. But yeah, it's exactly noon. I'm a day late, but I want to go ahead and get a video up and stay on track and all of that. Plus, I really I don't have like a ton of WIPs to show. Okay, I have one WIP and everything else is an FO because last week, remember, I was like, oh yeah, like I don't have any FOs. Like that's, kind of weird because I've just been like cranking them out lately, and we're back. I got I got 3 finishes this week, which is what am I doing? Granted, I have been counting parts of the Frankenstein Sal as finishes, so there's that. But yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well, as well as we can be lately. I hope you're all pushing through and practicing self care, whatever you need to do for yourself. Yeah, just, take care of yourselves. Some admin stuff. I didn't know if I was going to talk about them because I don't know, I was just going to wait to talk about them until I could like gather thoughts and things, but they should be mentioned. I've got at least like this much brain capacity to say something about them, and it felt wrong to just completely ignore them, so we're gonna talk about them. Plus, like, they're important, and they're definitely things that I support. Anyway, you'll understand in a second. So, the first thing, I want to say, was it over the weekend? I don't even remember now. I don't know where the week's gone. um, but RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, passed, which was kind of sad. And I say kind of because I had seen some point, like in the last year or something, like if you know me semi well at all, you know that I am not good at staying up to date with current news and like politics and things like that. Obviously, in the last let's be real, 4 years. But definitely in the last year, I've been more aware of things, but not as aware as I should be because I don't even watch the local news, y'all. Like I just don't like watching news. But yeah, so I had seen references to RBG before and like patterns coming out and things like that. And I remember being like, oh, like obviously this is an influential person, but like I don't know. I think I was at a mental state then where I wasn't like really looking to find out what all that was about. Which kind of sucks because totally would have it's totally something that I would have been behind, but it's in the past. But yeah, like especially when someone influential dies, people talk about their life and the things that they did and that type of thing. So definitely since RBG has passed, like I've learned a few things that I didn't know. Yeah, and it made it like I was sad when I saw that she had passed because I mean you can tell from the state of people's post, right? And the information that they're putting up that like it's a loss that we've had, but yeah, all the things that she fought for us, it's just yeah. So RIP RBG. But also to that note, and I know there have been a couple of other people putting out free patterns to kind of channel your emotions into with her passing, but the one that I'm going to talk about, because this is the one at least that I know I've saved and I definitely want to stitch. So, and people are uploading YouTube videos. So, and my ear just kicked on if y'all could hear that. Okay, so Bindi Stitchy, Michelle. This is her, is it called Drama Llama Sampler? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's Drama Llama Sampler. This is the original. And y'all know, like, I'm not super big on samplers and that type of thing. So I was just like kind of holding out, like, you know, I might not get this. But I loved it because llamas, first of all, love it. And then the words on here, on the original, say, "No time for drama. This patriarchy won't dismantle itself," which I love. I love those words, but you know, I'm just not super big into the samplers. And then someone stitches with sphinxes, and it's linked. This is on her Bindi Stitchy Designs Instagram, by the way. But at Stitches with Sphinxes on Instagram, they wanted to rechart the words as the quote that was there as an RBG quote. So Michelle helped them do that, and if you buy the Drama Llama sampler, it's like that file is already in there, so you can stitch this if you want. And so the words right here were changed, and it says real change, enduring change happens one step at a time. And then she also changed RBG and added her years of life. So that made me want to stitch it more. But I because I liked the words on the first one too. I feel like whenever I do buy this, I'm probably gonna do some type of recharting up here so that I can have, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna move this quote to up here and then keep this as the original patriarchy quote. Yeah, and then still like change the RBG stuff down here maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so there's that. But if you can't or don't want to buy the Drama Llama sampler, like if you know maybe you don't like the way that that one looks either. There's so much noise outside today. What in the world? Um, Michelle also released a freebie, and you can get through it, get to it through the link tree on her at Michelle Bindi profile. And that is the freebie that she did. So it still has the RBG quote, her years of life, and then she took, scroll, she took these, well, scroll again, she took these little crowns here, and when you flip them upside down, they make the perfect descent collar. So there's that. So there's a freebie in there, and I still want to do, I'm gonna have to buy the Drama Llama sampler now. But yeah, so there's that. And then also, sorry, now I'm like stuck looking at things. Oh, look at that. Okay, I just happened, by going to the next thing I was going to talk about, I found another one of the RBG free patterns. So this one is put out by Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, and it's called When There Are Nine, with the descent collar at the top. And that is also a free pattern. I'll try to remember to link these in the description box. So, another thing that happened, J.K. Rowling has yet again made more trans exclusionary comments. Yeah, it's she just keeps digging a hole for herself. And I mean, the hole is so deep at this point that like we're over it. Like Harry Potter fans were already over it, and yeah, she's just showing us that we really have to take back this series and the Harry Potter world as our own. And we just need to disassociate her from it. Um, so there's that. And I feel like people have been talking about it too. Ways that you can still keep Harry Potter in your heart without supporting her, buying used copies of the books. Um, there were other things. My brain is like gone. Okay. I also. Okay, we're gonna have to pause because boyfriend is here for lunch. So we'll pick this back up afterwards. Post lunch break now. Okay, so I was talking about J.K. Rowling, her trans exclusionary, yeah, all of that. Um, okay, sorry, trying to get back on track here, and I had just told myself where I was. Where I was going with this. Again, if you are one of those people that would like to, I don't know, like put these emotions and these thoughts into a project, Abby Top Knot Stitcher charted a free pattern and it's on her Instagram. You can go grab it. Um, and yeah, trans wizards welcome. And you can see it's charted in the trans pride flag colors. So, yeah, I'm going to be stitching that. I need to figure out what fabric I want to do it on. Actually, I think I might know. But anyway, so like I said, that's on her Instagram. And she does mention there are a couple different pages to that post, and she does mention at the Gaily Prophet, and I'll link all this below. They have a guide to canceling JKR while keeping Harry Potter, which I haven't read it yet either, but I've heard a couple different people reference it and say that it's a pretty good guide and everything. So go check that out. I also need to do that. But okay, yeah. So I think that was the admin type stuff that I wanted to say. It's not really admin, but needs to be said at the beginning. Okay, let's get into some projects. I'm like trying to get back on track. He left, boyfriend went back to work like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago now, but we started watching Real Steel on Netflix. It's a movie about robot boxing, basically. Um, yeah, and he was like, I don't know how you don't remember this. Like, we totally watched it, and y'all, I have no recollection of this movie whatsoever. Um, yeah, so I was watching that for a bit, and now I'm just like, what was I doing? What's happening? What? Okay, so now, yeah, let's get into projects. I don't have any knitting this week, which is a little strange. But I haven't really worked on it. Yeah, it's really not worth showing. So I'm not gonna like hold it up or anything. But my Siki shawl, I actually need to be working on that today. We'll see if that happens. Because the Harry Potter Knitting and Crochet House Cup on Ravelry, today ends the first Quidditch match. And I have 12 hours and 20 minutes from as I'm recording this to get that shawl done and laid out on blocking mats to take a picture. So we'll see if that happens. I don't know. Although it is Thursday, which means that over on Instagram, I might actually have to watch this back. I didn't realize I was going to be name dropping so many people. Every Thursday over on Instagram, at jwingate122. Again, it'll all be linked down below. She hosts hashtag Insta Knit Night, and there's almost always a question that she asks to kind of, like get us all chatting about something. And you can tag people in your post, like, to get them playing along. But anyone can join in. You don't have to be tagged to participate in that. So, yeah. I try to put them in my stories when she posts on Thursdays, but I don't always remember. Um, yeah, anyway, so I need to be working on my Siki shawl. There's that. Stitching. Opposite. Let's flip these. So last Wednesday, September the 16th, was Mexican Independence Day. So I told y'all that I was going to bring out Mexicanita by Yanni Stitcher. And I finished it. So I was hoping to get it done on that Wednesday, but it just didn't happen. So Thursday, and a funny thing is, especially with where I stopped, Wednesday night I had done. Oh, it started raining again. Wednesday night I had done. I don't know, like two of the butterflies or something, and I needed to do the other three. And I could have gotten it done, but I was just, lollygagging around. And then come Thursday, last Thursday, the 17th, I was finishing it up, and I said to myself, I kept getting really distracted by the gorgeous floss in these butterflies. Um, and I was like, I don't think I want to fill them in. I think I'm just gonna leave them open, and then we can stare at the beautiful floss. So I haven't looked at this since I finished it. So, um, but yeah, I just love it. So it's on 30 count corn silk linen by Weeks Dye Works. I'm pretty sure I just ordered this off of 123 Stitch. Well, I definitely did because the tag. Okay, anyway. But yeah, I love it. So I'll come in close again so you can kind of see it's super cloudy out today, so we're working with the overhead light. But yeah, hopefully you can kind of tell this floss is variegated blue and dark blue and purple. And then her hair and the outline of the butterflies is a brown to gray variegation. And I mean, you can see from there, like it's an amazingly variegated thread. I just love it. Yeah. And they're all DMC, even the two variegated colors. It's all DMC. As usual, you can find, if you are on Ravelry, I have all my cross stitch projects over there. This is a more true to color fabric as well. It looks more like that. But if you're on Ravelry, I have a project page for all of my cross stitch projects on there as well. So you can check there, and the color conversion is there. And I also put them on the Instagram post with where I finished it. So if you want to see what colors I used, you can go to either of those places. And if you're ever like, because I know some people like to watch back episodes and such, on my Instagram, I have a highlight. So if you go to my profile, oh, well, I guess I'll show you this. This is what I was talking about. If you go to the finish post for my projects and open the caption more, I list all of the DMC colors or, whatever flosses I use. But if you're ever wondering, like, hey, would she do, or, you want to see a past FO, whatever, because I don't think all of them have color conversions on them. But I have a highlight up here, 2020 FOs, and you can click that and it'll take you through all of my finished objects for the year. And you can tap, and then if you tap on the picture, it'll tell you to view post, and you can go and read whatever I wrote in that post about it. Okay, I think that's what I wanted to say. So I didn't finish it on the holiday, but I finished it the next day. Yay! Meganita. I'm super excited. I don't know if I said it a few minutes ago or not. But her face is supposed to be outlined. There's like a few stitches to make an outline and then you backstitch it. But I liked it without. I just love it so much. So, yay. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got this done. I can't believe it was sitting for so long. Working it, working on it on some holidays kind of helped. Okay, so next, this past Saturday, part two of the Frankenstein Sal was released, and I finished mine. It was basically Sunday. It was like 4 in the morning or something, but it was basically Sunday when I finished mine. Um, yeah, so here it is. Here's the whole thing. This is the Frankenstein Mystery Sal by Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, and it's for the Stitching Book Club. The first discussion day was also Saturday, and I still have to start reading the book, y'all. Oh my gosh. That was supposed to happen sometime this week, but it hasn't. So I need to start reading so I can go back and uh, comment, and even if I don't comment, I want to like read through and see what other people were thinking. I like to go back and like and love different things, even after the fact. So I still have to do that, but this is where it is. So part two, right? Yes, part two was these two boxes. I loved this one. I really loved it. That was fun to stitch. And then this one had a good bit of backstitching, but I actually really enjoyed the backstitch. So the book, I love how that was done. I don't know, I just really enjoyed part two. Yeah, and the little music notes. And then you can tell there, it may not be legible, but you can at least see that there are threads there. I backstitched my initials. At first I was going to change these letters. I was just gonna rechart ZJR there, and then I was like, no, leave it. Okay, this was a funny story that I was hoping I would remember to tell. So when the pattern came out and I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna rechart that for ZJR because it should be my initials, like, oh cool, those are her initials, that's nice. um, I'm gonna change it to be my initials. And it was on Saturday, so we were watching college football, and a commercial came on one of the games that we were watching, and it was talking about SBC flashed across the screen. And as it was doing that, they were saying Sunbelt Conference. And like almost simultaneously, I was like, oh, SBC, that's the same letters on here. Sunbelt Conference makes sense. And then almost at the exact same time, it was like, oh my gosh, what were you talk initials? No, how about it stands for Stitching Book Club? Duh. So, yeah. So I decided, well, no, I'm gonna leave that so that I remember kind of who I stitched this with, and so I just added my initials above the 2020. And if there's a spot, I don't know if there will be a spot in the chart where like we put our initials, but if there is, I can always go in and just rip out the back stitch, so it won't be a big deal. Yeah, so there's that. What else did I not say about it? This is 32 count gray linen, and I'm using DMC 3809. Yay! I'm really enjoying this one. The monochromatic stitching has been bringing me a lot of joy lately. I'm here for it. So then, and I had been working on this, I think I worked on this Friday. I feel like I did, at least a little bit. My next focus piece that I was going to use during Friday Off the Grid, which is a group over on Facebook led by Caroline of Off the... I'm just thinking about how many people I'm going to have to link and things. That's why I'm pausing. But Friday Off the Grid Facebook group led by Caroline of Off the Grid Needle Arts. Every Friday from 6 p.m. to midnight, your time, or whenever you can get to stitch. It's kind of all weekend. It's not really just Friday anymore. But it's our Off the Grid Friday party, and it usually involves pajamas and stitching. Yeah, and it's like dedicated time for you that you get to sit down and stitch. And yeah, there's always a ton of posts over in the Facebook group, and it's really fun to see what people are working on. A lot of times, it's projects that you're seeing over and over, so you're really like getting to see them work through stuff. It's really fun. Highly recommend it. But I don't remember, what did I finish? I think Hello Pumpkin was the last focus for Friday Off the Grid, and then this one was going to be the next one. So this is November Cottage from the Cottage of the Month series by Country Cottage Needleworks. How many times can I say the word cottage? Oh my gosh. November Cottage of the Cottage of the Month series by Country Cottage Needleworks. There we go. All right. And I changed a few things, honestly. The yellow in and of itself is completely different. It was more of like a orangish yellow. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So I changed it. I think this is 725. Again, you can go to the same places to see my DMC conversions, to see a list of what colors I used. The green I changed. I actually have the green that's called for now, but I didn't have it then, so it got changed. And then the trees, maybe the tops of the acorns I changed. I can't remember if they were charted like that. I think they were. But the trees I changed to be the darker brown, and maybe that's it. Yeah. But anyway, I love it. It's done. So this is on 32 count light mocha linen. Again, I just got it off a 1-2-3 stitch, and I think that's all that I need to say about it. Pretty simple. Things were off over here. I really contemplated adding a leaf down here to kind of fill in that space, but I'm just gonna leave it. Who knows? Maybe that red leaf or the green leaf was the one that was over there, and it just like blew off already. It's fine. So that was that. Those are my 3 finishes for the week. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling good about it. We are definitely, I mean me, I'm really experiencing some finish mojo right now, and I'm just gonna go with it until it runs out. So I need to pull up this picture as well. Insta. I'm not prepared, can you tell? Okay, yes, it has been posted. So next, I wanted to, okay, so I was at my boyfriend's apartment for quite a few days. And anyway, so I was over there, and I took November Cottage, and I took Frankenstein, and then I finished both of them. And the only other project that I had with me, thank goodness, I had been like going back and forth with myself when I was packing crafts to take over there. I was like, you're gonna need a third project. I just feel like you're gonna need a third stitching project. Thank goodness I listened to myself. Like, I had knitting and it would have been fine, but I really was in a stitchy mood. I'm sure y'all have that too sometimes. Like, yes, I could work on the other craft, but I just want to work on this one right now. So anyway, I decided to take with me my Positivity Rule Sal by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It was the next thing that it gotten, or one of the next things that got picked for Sal September. Also, has anyone else noticed I've basically not been doing Sampler September? The Sals kept being picked by the wheel, and I keep like jumping off to do my own thing. So, and it's the 24th, so who knows if I'm gonna touch a sampler at all this month. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. But anyway, I I might have said last week in the video if I talked about positivity rules. I honestly don't remember. But I even posted on Instagram a couple days ago saying, oh, I've got a week. It comes out on the 29th, the last part for this Sal. No. I had seen like a couple of times that Sally, the designer at Caterpillar Cross Stitch, had bumped the release date up to today, the 24th, because the Hello Dear Sal, if you're participating in that, starts on the 28th. So, instead of having two like right next to each other, she moved one a few days. Anyway, here is what the final product looks like. So, part 5, I can't see my finger here. Part 5 is fun and positive. Those are the last two words to add to the house. I'm super excited. I'm so in love with this. I'm so glad I decided to do it. I I never make a bad decision going with Sally's Sals. It's just, you can't go wrong. You really can't. And there have even been like 4 or 5 now that I haven't done, and they still look amazing. So you can't go wrong, y'all. Okay, and then talking about sales and things, you can still use the coupon code WING10 to get 10% off either a PDF version of the pattern or the kit. So that's what I've been using because Sally sent me one and asked me to talk about it and such. So there's all the colors, beautiful. And this is where I'm at. So, okay, because I've been very monogamous on this, and I said I was going to finish that cloud, and I didn't, but that's okay. Um, because I've been so monogamous, and because honestly, I just want to brag on myself for a minute, darn it. Like, I'm so proud of what I've gotten done. I am going to pop in the before picture of where this was when I picked it up. Y'all, like, what? I have been going ham on this project. Also, can we just talk about the fact that I perfectly set this in the Q-snap? Like, I haven't moved this out of the Q-snap. Like the picture that y'all saw from the before, it's still in the exact same place in the Q-snap. I haven't moved it. And it's perfect. Like, I got to the top of the pattern just fine. I was like, dude, I did good. Like, I didn't measure anything, but it's perfect. So anyway, so I started in the middle of Patience. I was in part 2, and so I finished that, and then Kind and Trust, and then Share was part 3, and The Roof, and all of this was part 3. So I am working on that, and I'm actually all done with it. All of this over here is done. I really loved working this chimney. So the only thing that I have up here now is to finish filling in this cloud with the purple. The rainbow's all done over here. All of that's complete. So I just have to finish filling in this cloud. And then you can see that I started working on both parts 4, which is over here, and part 5. So, where's my phone? Part... part 4 of the SAL is over here. It was listen, smile, and laugh. All of that was part 4. So, yeah, I just figured that I would start working on what is in the Q-snap. That way, when I move it down, I think I should be able to fit it all in the Q-snap, but just in case, like, I'll already have some of that done, so I won't have to worry about it. Yeah, so that's where it is. I love it. And like I said, I did get the kit from Sally, so it's all the called for DMCs. This is 32 count pink even weave and the little, there you go, positivity rules needle minder. And the discount code doesn't work with the needle minder, but it does work on the patterns in the kits. But yeah, I'm so in love with this. So I'm saying I'm saying it on the YouTubes, so it's out. I'm putting it out there. I am gonna try to finish this before the month is over because the whole pattern is released now, and I'm just loving it so much, and I'm so close. I'm kind of in that spot now where I'm so close to a finish that I just want to finish it. So, plus, like, all I have left now are words, and y'all know I love stitching some words. So, plus, I'm really enjoying. It's just a change of pace to stitch these words sideways. Because, you know, like I'm not turning the Q-snap so that my stitches are still in the same direction. So, it's really fun working on those. Okay, yeah. I think after I finish filming and editing, I'm gonna go back to Real Steel and work on this. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, positivity rules down, going well, and that's basically all I've been working on. Yeah, everything I touched in the last week, I finished it, and then I've just been monogamous on positivity rules. So that's it for stitching progress. I did touch Fairy Circle, I think Thursday, but I don't think it was enough to really show you, so I'm not going to show it. Oh, the other thing, see, I have to do this today, actually. So Michelle, Bindi Stitchy, and she's already started hers, I'm behind. It was funny though, so we were on her live. Okay, pause. Tell things in an order that makes sense. So we are selling this, A Squirrel and His Nut by Loohoo Stitches. Sorry for the glare. If you have it or you're going to order it, whatever, jump in and stitch it along with us. The hashtag is hashtag A Squirrel and His Nut. Sal. There you go. Super simple. I am pretty sure that I know what fabric I'm doing it on. I'm actually meant to just hold. Hold for 2 seconds. Okay. Trying not to trip over. My phone is plugged up, so I'm like trying not to trip over that cord, and my laptop's plugged up, so yeah, and I'm a klutz, so. Okay, hopefully I wasn't showing my address, and if I was, hopefully I put something over it. But remember this giant package from my friend Teresa? Yeah, let's go on with it. I think that I'm gonna do, I don't know, I'm gonna have to floss toss because I need to figure out what color the squirrel is going to be, but I kind of like it on this fabric, and I feel like that's showing up correctly. It's a light blue, and it's some type of even weave. Maybe, I'm thinking it's 28 count. Oh wait, hold on. I have a 32 right here I can compare. Yeah, I think this is a 28 count. So I think I'm gonna do the squirrel on this. Like I said, I'll have to floss toss. I know everything else would look good, I just need to figure out what I'm doing the squirrel in. So join us in that sal. Oh, the funny bit that I was gonna say. I might need to look through that fabric. Sorry. Crinkle, crinkle. Um, so Tuesday was the first day of autumn, and we were going to start it on Tuesday because it's the first day of autumn. And then on her live Stitch with Me on Sunday, we were like, hey, we're both feeling new starts. Whatever. Let's just do it now. Like, it's fine. Um, so we'd like given ourselves permission, right, to like start it early and everything. And then we didn't. And then Monday rolled around and I was like, yeah, I'm going to start it today. But I was still at my boyfriend's apartment. And then Tuesday rolled around and it was like, okay, well, I love how we were like, yeah, let's start it early, and we're basically going to be starting it on the same day we had planned. And then Tuesday rolled by, and neither one of us had started it. So Michelle started hers yesterday, and I'm definitely going to start mine today. Um, yeah, so maybe positivity rules won't get touched today. I think I'd already said, like, kind of planned that out too. I want to work on the squirrel today because I know I'm going to get addicted to it. And then tomorrow is Friday, so positivity rules will come right back out for Friday off the grid. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, okay, so there's that one. And then during that Sunday live, we were also mentioning, excuse the crinkle of my pattern, my poor pattern. Male people, get it together. We were talking about our next sal, basically for the winter, right? What are we doing? I think we got a theme happening. Michelle, should we maybe not plan it right now, but maybe we should think about doing a spring and summer sal too, because we're kind of hitting the seasons here. Um, I got this whenever this came out. I think is this copyright 2018? Yes, 2018 is when this came out. And I'm pretty sure that I bought it because Michelle and, other people were talking about it. Snail Santa. So the actual name of the pattern is Christmas is Coming, and it's by Barbara Anna Designs. And Michelle still hasn't stitched hers either. So we're going to be doing this next after we finish our squirrels. And our pumpkins. Actually, yeah, maybe we should give ourselves time to finish those. And then, I don't know. I say this, but let's be real. We can start whatever we want, whenever we want. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Snail Santa. And I don't know if that's a hashtag that got used before. This would also be a tiny rider Sal, tiny person riding a giant animal. Um, so I know it would be hashtag tiny rider Sal. Is there a Snail Santa Sal? And if there isn't, maybe we should do it. I feel like that's straightforward enough, right, Michelle? Snail Santa? I feel like that works. But yeah, so if you have this or want to get it and stitch that one along with us, you should do that too. Like, join us. Everyone is welcome. So, yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else written down. And I can't. Oh, wait, there was one other thing that I wanted to. I'm gonna have to watch this back for all the mentions. Oh, darn, I knew that was going to happen. So, over the weekend, I just thought this was cool, and I haven't emptied it out yet since I've been back at my apartment. So I was I was using this Bitsy Bob with Mexicanita, and then when I finished it, I emptied it out and put November Cottage in here. And then, while I was at my boyfriend's apartment, I was just still using it basically as my Ort jar, because I was like, well, you're not going to throw the Bitsy Bob away, so I'll just put the orts here. And then, because usually when I'm at his place, like, I don't have my ort jar or anything, so, like, whatever orts I build up while I'm there, I just throw them away. It's not that big a deal to me. But this time I actually saved them while I was over there, and it's a lot. So this is orts from late Friday night, but basically Saturday, because I didn't stitch that much on Friday. So from Saturday to Wednesday, these are all my orts. Look at that. Like, what? It's a ton. So, yay. Oh, excuse the awkward stretch. I just figured I'd show you my ort jar. It's I just got it from Walmart. So this is the Ort jar, and you can see there's yarn and floss all up in there. Everything. All the fiber. Oh, and see that was from, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I can look in here and like tell what things were from. More so the yarn than the floss. It's interesting. But anyway, so yeah, I should be showing you and not myself. So there's the Ort jar, and this is, it's Anchor Hawking. It's a 17-ounce container, and I just got it from Walmart. I just picked one that I thought would look kind of nice. Not that it matters because it sits on the second shelf on my table. But yeah, so I just, every time, this is a lot of orts. Every time I add orts in here, and when I'm at my apartment, I add them every night, like before I go to bed. That's part of my like clean up and going to bed thing. I put my orts in the Ort jar, and I just keep pushing it down. So there's still like, I mean, you can tell, like there's still a ton of space in here before it's actually packed. And once it is actually packed, I'm probably just gonna toss them out and start over. I don't know that I'll actually do anything with them. Because I think I started this in 2019, but like I can't even tell you when, so it's not like I could mark off a year or whatever. But yeah, so this is the Bitsy Bob from That's So Calico, and it folds over, it snaps. This is Slytherin fabric because Slytherin. Yeah, this is felt around, if you've ever noticed, when I put my projects in Q-snaps, like, trying to figure out a good way to show this. You can tell like these sides are shorter for the fabric, so, and it just helps keep the clamps really well tensioned. I put felt under it, so it protects the stitches and it helps with the tensioning. So I had one of those in here, and then there's a magnet under here, so, oh, okay, I didn't know where the other magnet was. This little needle minder is from Brenda's Minders and More, little turkey, which might as well just stay in here for the squirrel. And then yeah, Kelly puts a magnet right here, so I just had the needles because I'm using the needle from the kit with Positivity Rules. So my other needles are right there, and I keep my flosses over here. So yeah, this is, I'm just gonna empty it out now since we're still on camera. So that's empty, and now I can kit up my squirrel. Great, and look, I've already got my needles in there for it and everything. Perfect. So, okay, that is actually it. And now I'm gonna go edit, rewatch myself so I can catch all these names. I hope that, like I said, everyone is doing well, and that you're just taking time out for you, taking care of yourself, spending time with loved ones, checking in on people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, check in on your friends, and stay safe in all this crazy weather. It's crazy out there, y'all, so stay safe. Okay, happy crafting, happy knitting, happy stitching. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.